All right, and we are here on the Trent Acid Tribute Radio Show, and on the live with me, I have Dave Donovan. How are you doing?
Hey, what's up, JD? How you doing, buddy?
Could be better, but, we're here talking about Trent and trying to share some good memories about him. What is one thing that you feel Trent would want his fans to remember him for?
Oh, my God. There's so much, I guess his in-ring antics. You know, everything that he did in the ring was for the marks, and it was all over it. Almost all of it. You know, he was just the entire gimmick of Trent Acid was just being the entertainer and river and fun-loving. You know, he loved to play. That's all. That was him. If I was his biggest fan, the thing I guess I would remember the most about him was that he went out there every single time. And no matter what kind of shape he was in, no matter how bad he was hurting, he gave it every fucking thing he had. Oh, my God, 150% all the way.
So would you say that's what stood out most to you about him?
Oh, God, yeah. His work ethic was just unreal. Unreal.
Now, is there any stories or memories of being around him or working with him that you'd like to share with our listeners?
Actually, yeah. Here's something a lot of people don't know. He spent a lot of time on my couch watching Jerry Springer with me. 10:58 in the morning, every morning he'd be pounding on the door. Wake up, Mark! Come on, you Mark! Get your ass up! Open the fucking door, you Mark! I want to watch Springer with you, Mark! Every single day. And, well, you know, at the time, I lived around the corner from him. I had Gary Wolf 2 blocks the other way, and Anthony Durante like 4 blocks up the other way. So, one morning, Gary's walking the dog. He had these nice pit bulls. But he's out walking his dogs, and he could hear him 2 blocks away. Come on, you Mark! Open the fucking door! Oh, my God, the kid was hilarious. And every time something, Tranny would walk out, he'd look over and he'd go, Mark, 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 Mark. I mean, that was like his favorite word. That was his every day. Every single day. It's Mark, Mark, Jerry Springer, Mark, Jerry Springer, Mark. I love that kid, man. I miss him. So, I mean, I'm sitting on the couch right now, and it's not the same couch that me and him sat on in Philly, because I moved down here to Tampa. But, I mean, the other day, I was watching the weather, and I got up to go get a drink, and I came back, and I didn't touch the remote. I came back, Jerry Springer was on. I sat down and started giggling my ass off thinking about him. And it's funny, but out of the blue, out of nowhere, they went dead silent on there. Nobody was saying nothing, and all I heard was, Mark, Mark, Mark next to me, like he was still there. I swear to God, I looked around the house. There was nobody else here. My roommates were gone. I'm the only one sitting on the couch watching this crap, and I didn't even turn it on, because I had no intention of watching it ever again after that. So, yeah, tell me he ain't standing up there laughing his ass off at us while we're fucking marking out for him.
Now, if you were to write a book about Trent Acid's life, what would you call it?
Here, Marky, 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 Mark. That was his favorite, man. I mean, there's no getting around it. He loved to play with everybody, man. He was such a free spirit, and when he was on target with shit, he was really on target, man. The kid was incredible. He was definitely a one of a kind. There's never going to be another Trent Acid again. Never. And if there is, I swear to God, I hope to God that kid comes to me for me to train him, because I swear I will make him just like Trent. He will be everything Trent was. And it's just, there's no way around it, man, because it's going to come along. Some kid is going to walk up to me at some point and go, hey, man, yo. He's going to say, hey, yo. Let's go get a cheesesteak and talk about training me. Come on, man, yo. Yeah, I miss that kid, man.
Now, if there was one thing you didn't get to tell Trent that you would like him to know, what would it be?
I was fortunate. I talked to him a week before he passed. And one of the last things we talked about was I've been having a lot of knee problems the last few years, and I'm really stubborn about going to get surgery and getting fixed up and shit. And one of the last things he said to me was, you know, I really want you to get your old ass wheels fixed up, so you know, I can give you that Yakuza kick one more time, cuz. And don't worry, I'll sell your lariat. And the last parting shot that I got in on him was, number one, your Yakuza kick sucks ass. There's more light in that son of a bitch than fucking there is a goddamn GE factory. Number two, you have no choice but to sell my lariat, kid. Now, if that's all you got to say, I really got to go. And he goes, no, I got one more thing. Mark, and he hung up. Yeah. Tell me that's not a recurring theme in Trent Acid's life. It's always all about a mark.
Now, my co-host Missionary has a couple questions, so Missionary, go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, Donovan? One of the questions I had was Trent Acid's crowning achievement or his crowning moment in his career, in your opinion.
The one thing that he looked forward to the most that I know about was always going to Japan. He was a big Japanese wrestling mark, man, big time. I mean, this kid, he would study tapes and study them more and study them more. And he was wearing them out, man. He took he even stole a couple of mine out of the house. And when I called him on it, he was like, no, man, I didn't take a shit. Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Why? You know, going to Japan was what he wanted the most. And when he went over there and became the success over there that he was, that was the pinnacle right there for him. The only other thing that he would have really wanted to do would have been wearing tag team straps in WWE or, you know, that heavyweight title. I mean, the WWE heavyweight title is like the one that everybody wants anyways. So, but his big moment was definitely Japan. Definitely. Oh my God, the kid. That's all he talked about. I can't wait to go to Japan. I'm going to get announced from South Philly, Japan when I come back. Yeah, okay. South Philly, Japan. That'll get over. It did. I had to eat my words on that too. The little son of a bitch.
What was Trent's biggest goal in life?
You know, honestly, outside of the business, I don't think he had any other goal because he pretty much lived it and breathed it, man. That was pretty much all he did. It's all he ever really wanted to do. I mean, it wasn't like he wanted to be a computer expert at IBM or nothing. Cause I don't think he knew how to work a computer. I don't think he knew what the buttons were for. He wondered why there were letters on them, but I don't think he really knew what they were for. So,
what's my last question is what's the one thing about Michael Verdi you'll miss?
That evil little fucking smile, man. You knew he was up to something. He'd get this grin on his, and it's in most of the pictures that you can find on Cashmere's Facebook in his Trent Tribute gimmick. He's got this, and every time the Nickelback song "Rockstar" comes on, the one line, "It gets you anything with an evil smile." That was him, man. That was him, because that grin got the girls. That grin got, people cracking up. That grin meant that he was getting ready to start some shit with somebody, or get this one riled up, or agitate that one, or, rib somebody. It meant so many different things, but you always knew that behind that smile was wheels were turning at full pace, man. It was sick, dude. He was such a sick kid sometimes. Oh my God. But nonetheless, no matter how sick he was and how sick he got, he was always funny. Always. He'd always find something to bust up. I can remember sitting on my couch with him and about 5 other guys, and I've got pictures of this. I've got pictures and video to prove this shit. I have a blue-nosed American Staffordshire Terrier named Frankie. Mm-hmm. And Frankie likes to hump people's legs. Frankie walked over, and Trent had his legs spread out, and he had it stretched out in front of him. And Frankie thought that was an invitation, so he grabbed the hold, and he started trying to go to town, and Trent looked down. He went, oh, and then he starts rubbing his balls with his foot, egging him on. Kept going. He's going, All of a sudden, the fucking dog squirts on his leg. The only thing Trent did was looked up. He looked around. He had that smile on his face, and he went, "That's how you make a motherfucker happy. You make him bust a nut on your leg." I died. Oh my God, I fell out. The whole room just fucking burst. Dude, Jerry Lynn was sitting there for this. God, I think Pinky Sanchez, B-Boy might have been there. I can't really remember because we had like 2 gallons of Jack Daniels that night. So we were fresh. I mean, completely annihilated. And he's sitting here jerking my dog off with his legs. That was my boy, man.
Oh, man.
Never a dull moment with him. I can remember stopping with him on the road. We were going up to a show that he couldn't even work on because they kicked him out because he was so fucked up. He was supposed to work with Tom Brandy that night. I don't remember who the promoter was. It was Mount Carmel, PA. We drive all the way from South Philly up there. He's promising me the whole way, yeah, cuz, don't worry about it, cuz. You're on the car, cuz. Yeah, you're working with somebody, cuz. Blah, blah, blah. Him and his girlfriend, Rachel, are in the back seat. We stop at a Wendy's. They go in and get a bunch of food and a bunch of ketchup packets. They never once had any ketchup on their fries because it was all over the back seat of my car. We get to the show. He staggers in with his bag. He stops at the door, lets go of his bag, and keeps walking. Leaves the bag there. Walks all the way to the dressing room, looks around, goes, somebody stole my fucking bag. Goes back out, gets his bag, comes back, and he staggers up to the promoter and Tom Brandy, and Tom Brandy stands there going, oh, man, I can't work with him tonight. Come on, look at him, man. Trent goes, what? What? I don't want to work with you either. Shit. Fucking promoter looks at him and goes, you know what, man, I'm going to have the security guys escort you out. And he looks at me and he goes, you're with him, right? And I said, who, me? Yeah? Why? And he goes, you're out of here, too. And I said, oh, fuck me running. So he has us escorted out by the sheriffs. The sheriffs were fucking security. The whole way out, Trent's running off at the mouth to them. I don't give a fuck. I'm working anyways. Fuck you guys. Blah, blah, blah. You fucking marks. Trent, man, get in the fucking car before we go to jail. I don't fucking care. Blah, 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 blah. Finally, we get him in the car. I swear to God, he wasn't sitting down 2 seconds. He was out cold. Out freaking cold. He gets up, and when we get back to Philly, we wake him up, get him out of the car. His whole back, from the bottom of the back of his shirt down to the back of his knees, nothing but ketchup. He sat on all the ketchup packets. Serves him right for the ketchup that he left on my floor, little shit.
Oh,
I know that's not where I was supposed to go with that, but
no,
I forgot where
brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant.
Deal with it. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. It's my Trent story.
You know, actually,
you want to fight about it? I'll fucking shoot with you. I'm half plastered now too, man, because I've been waiting for this call all day. I got a gallon of Jack here, and sons of bitch is fucking empty now. So, hey, you want to rock? Let's rock, brother.
You know, I was going to end that with the last question, but, you know, I got one more for you. And it sounds like you would be able to answer this best, but who was Trent Acid's heroes and inspirations in life?
Oh, wow. Honestly, I don't think he had heroes. I think he had more or less role models that he based his gimmick off of, and in turn lived his life because of. You know, there was a little bit of Roddy Piper in him. You could see little tinges of Ric Flair with his flamboyancy and his arrogance. Then you could turn around and you could find like Shawn Michaels when he was doing the heel Heartbreak Kid gimmick, and he was a meld of a lot of different guys that he watched growing up. But as far as that would be him working his gimmick. As far as his work, though,